Welcome, everyone. Welcome. I hope y'all are doing good. While y'all join in, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about last week for me, okay? Because, child, it was rough. Last week wore me out, y'all. After I left y'all, I hadn't stopped running since. Between the show, 6 presentations, meetings all day, and the panel I was on, I was running on fumes. But I took time this weekend to recenter myself, sip on some good wine out of my cup because y'all know I'm a little bougetto. I grabbed my wine, watched Bad Hair, which I really enjoyed. Some people didn't, and did what the hell I wanted to do. So now, ladies and gentlemen, that is quick self-care, okay? So y'all are here. What's happening? Say hey to me. Hey, Jessica. I want to know who's really paying attention. So come on in and tell me like how you're doing. Like, just check in. I'm good. I'm all right. Be honest. If you didn't have a good day, say that, you know? Cause shit, bad days happen. I want to thank y'all so much for joining me tonight because I'm super excited for my guest this evening. And I'm sure it's going to be some tea that is spilling. So make sure you grab your cups. Speaking of, what's in your cup tonight? Like, I'm really predictable, so y'all already know. I got my Cabernet. Anybody else out there drinking? Hello, Cassandra. Thank you for joining. That's it. Please take what you need, Jessica. Well, thank you all for joining again. Without further ado, I want to bring you all my guest for the evening. What can I say about this man? An entrepreneur, a musician, socialite, just all around wonderful, honey. My guest is none other than the awesome Busclown.
Cheers, how y'all doing?
Cheers. Come on, Glass. I live for a moment.
What's going on, y'all?
Giving it to us. I love this. Oh, yes, honey. You're just giving it to us.
Period.
So welcome to the Southern Gent. We followed each other on IG, but I think it was meeting you when I felt like
in person.
The vibe. Like, thank you for still being willing to come into the hot seat.
Right, you most definitely.
We had a time that night, so I enjoy those moments. I think it's really important that we share that like love and like people because, like I said, you were a mood, and I was like, he has to be on my show.
Period. This all needs to be done. No, you was so fun. I was like, I seen you. I was like, I know him, and my biggest pet peeve is speak to people that you follow on IG.
Yes.
Like, if you recognize them and you catch a decent vibe, go speak to them. Because I hate the way social media is. People literally are conversating with you on social media, but they see in person, don't say a word.
Ooh, that aggravates me. Oof. But I will say, sometimes I'll be blind even with my glasses. And sometimes I do have a little bit extra gent. So.
You did that night, too.
Ooh. We're going to jump into the business side first, because that's one element that I really, really adore about you, your hustle. So talk to my viewers about what you have going on. I know of at least 4 or 5 ventures that's popping. Right. Give us a little more insight.
Okay, so my newest venture, I'm going to start with my newest one. My newest venture is credit repair. I'm starting my credit repair business the first of the year. Right now, I'm just getting the professional side of me built because when you dealing with somebody social, they don't have time for games. And I don't either because I'm about my money and I'm about my check. So that's my next venture. I took a class on credit. I got certified. I'm ready to go. But like I said, I'm building up the paperwork, the welcome letter, the website, the photo shoot, the flyer, the advertisement. Like, I'm really trying to go in and do it correctly because I want people to know that, like, damn, he doing music, He's doing credit repair. Like he's really hustling. He's really grinding, trying to make something of himself. So that's my newest one.
Okay.
Second one you seen, I have a multi-purpose warehouse. It's basically an event space. Anybody can rent it out. Due to COVID, a certain amount of people can be inside the building. But it's for photography, music videos, esthetician, tattoo artists. Pop-up shop can be done in the front room, an arcade, podcast room, because we got a Black Lives Matter room. And the name of that studio is called D&D Studios.
D&D.
D&D Studios. And then obviously music. I'm definitely, excited about how diverse I have been in my music and my artistry. And I'm just focused on my verbiage and my lingo when it comes down to, rapping, and just make sure I'm spitting them bars.
Spitting them bars, because I know I be getting my life. I will say that.
And then
I didn't send you the video, but I did record a video.
Okay, cool.
Bopping, but I'll post it.
Please do post it. And then I'm working on my next Airbnb. Trying to get another one built, and not built, but get it situated, get it furnished or whatnot. So that's my next thing. I'm working on. I'm trying to make money. I don't have time.
I'm here for it. So tell me, what is it like having your hands in so many different areas? And I really mean, like, what made you want to try so many diverse adventures?
To fight the curse of my family.
Okay.
Of being poor, living paycheck to paycheck, to build legacy, not only for my family, but build legacy for just the gay culture. Somebody who's striving to do multiple things and succeed at all things. I want people to look back on me and be like, I want to be like him. I want to be like the entrepreneur, Busclown, or Trayvon, whatever they want to call me. Like, that's by having that on my back motivates me to do all these different things. And everybody's like, you can't put your hand in so many things. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You build a system, you leave it off, and it's working where it needs to work.
You're living proof that it can work.
Right.
That's a huge inspiration to me, because there are some things that I've been like, oh, I can wait on that. But why not do it? Like,
do it.
Just
dabble in it. Make a mistake.
Hello? I'm all about that.
Okay.
So a lot of people in my life, they have so many ideas, but have a hard time focusing on even one. What did it take for you to navigate and juggle multiple goals? Was it a struggle for you?
I said days. I have rapping days. I have credit repair days. I have entrepreneur days. Like I put myself on a set schedule. And I think the biggest thing that I did, and I pride myself on it, quitting my job. Quitting my job helped for me to focus on what I want to do for myself. Because I'm no longer considered as a consumer no more. I'm an entrepreneur. So once you leave that mindset, you quit that job and you got pressure behind you and you don't know what the fuck you gonna do, you'll figure it out. Trust me. Or you'll sink or swim. But I think that's one of the things that I do. I set days. Mondays is my rapping day. So I'm listening to beats. If I don't catch no beat Monday, oh well, move on. Move on. Entrepreneur day is just think about different ventures I can dig into, communicating with a lot of people, setting up dinner dates with somebody of like interest, and then my credit repair, I'm taking my time. I'm making sure my welcome letter is professional, make sure it's hitting everything so we have no gray areas. It's just setting days and having a set schedule,
And sticking to it. I love it. So that leads to like my next question. You talked about that, like family and having this wanting to be successful because you know that that's what you can do. That hunger for success on our pre-production call.
Right.
So what does it really mean to you, like to have? Why is it important for you? I'm sorry, to have that hunger.
I just think that it's a lot of people that's in the grave right now, and they had dreams and aspiration to do things, but life was cut short, and I'm still living. So why waste a life? That's how I feel. If you ain't doing nothing or you're not getting into your business and you're not striving for what you dream of, why you wasting a life? You should go ahead and be in grave with the rest of them. We put on this earth for a reason, and that's for you to seek and find.
That's some hard advice. That's
Right.
needed, okay.
It's great. It's cut dry. It's like, okay, you ain't doing what you're supposed to. Okay, then go ahead and die.
So one of your recent like successes that I saw was the release of Real or Fake. That's my jam. Your latest music video. It was the vibrator and the versatility of looks for me. I can see bullshit in 3D too, okay? What was your vision behind the concept of that video?
Okay, so the funny thing about it, that was pure anger. Something I had beef with someone. That was on my previous song, Mob Ties. I had beef with them. We got into it or whatever. I couldn't necessarily fight them or do anything like that. Because they consider as a female, non-binary or whatever. I ain't even say whatever, but like non-binary. So putting my hands on them would probably hurt my career, you know, due to the fact of the female characteristics and stuff like that. So I had to go to my pen, I had to go to my paper and write some shit and really relieve that stress. But the beautiful thing I like about it is that whole beef started from somebody playing in their head some drama that wasn't even there. And a lot of times we beef with people and we beef with somebody because something we think as perception of what's going on when that person ain't even thinking about that. And honestly, I think on the other party part, that's what it was. So what I did, if you notice with the video, I split it. I was fighting with myself. Because a lot of times, the only person who we fight with, the only competition that we have is ourselves. Because none of us have the same makeup. You don't have the same daddy and mama I got, or you might even have a daddy. We can't compete with each other at all. I don't care if we rapping. We don't have the same we didn't have the same guidance. So how can I compete with somebody who wasn't trained the same way I was trained?
Right.
So the only competition is myself. And then my concept was don't beat yourself up.
I love that because look how the message shifted into a whole like not praise, what is it? A whole moment of like, bro, because if it were me, you know, I probably would have still got the scrapper.
Right.
I don't want to be a fight video. So
right.
that's the reason I don't do it.
You know, we'll record you.
I think it's important to have messages like that and for you to share that because that's beautiful to know that you took that anger and put it into such like productivity to create awesome project.
Right.
So I love it. Right. How long have you been doing music?
1 year.
Wow.
Everybody's shocked when I tell them that, like 1 year. I've been freestyling and playing around all my life, but I actually took it seriously last year this time. And I was just like, I'm not about to rap on no Instagram. I'm about to do a whole song and I'm about to put on Apple Music and that shit gonna bump. And that's exactly what I did.
And you saw it through.
Yeah, I saw it through.
What other advice would you give to like up and coming artists that are out there?
Focus on you and your direction. Don't really pay attention to social media because, like I said, followers can be bought, views can be bought, streams can be bought.
Right.
A lot of things can be bought and purchased to make themselves look like they're here in that industry. So it's like just focus on you and appreciate the people that support you and build on the people who support you, not the ones who don't support you. Because you're going to lose the ones that do support you because you're paying so much attention to the negativity. Focus in on the positivity.
Gotcha. So I'm not a musical artist, but I have many friends that are. And one of the biggest hurdles that I've seen recently that folks face is what you said, support. So they focused on that part. But we talked briefly about that last week. But for me, are a huge level of support for me. But I have experienced some trying times to make new friends by being in Atlanta. You mentioned something similar when we were talking. what's been your experience in a city like Atlanta? And
Mentally ill. Like these people are fucked up in the head, and they really got issues and problems that they might need to sit down and talk to some people about because these people are crazy. I done been since I started doing music, have been in so many beefs, so many arguments, so many unnecessary drama when we should be united as one at this point in time in life. Because we only as big as we are together. We more of an impact together than separate.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's hard. And then they competing with you. I had a friend that he don't see it, but you're competing with me.
Mhm.
Like, and you just don't know you are, but you are, and why?
Right.
Like,
Like, what is that about?
I'm not, but they're not a bad friend, but sometimes it's like a competitive type thing. I'm just like, that's not what I need. Like
Mm.
you rap your own style, you have your own vision, your own way, like, and that's you. Like
Yeah.
whatever opportunities that you get in life, that's for you. I'm not gonna hate on it.
No.
That's for you.
I think that is super, super, super valuable for people to understand the fact that, just like you said, we have different journeys, different paths. My story may help you in certain ways, it may hurt you
Mhm.
in certain
Mhm.
ways. But dealing with that, there's no competition because you're going to go a different path. I'm going to go because you can't just have the exact same thing. Nobody, there's
Right.
better friends. Like, there should be a
Mhm.
difference in that. So,
Right.
talk to me about what does it mean to be a friend for you?
Friend is for me is just being loyal and being supportive. Like and having my back, be ride or die.
Yeah.
Like, if somebody discussing me and you come back and tell me, what did you say?
Mm.
Like, what was the conversation? What did you say? Because you should have slapped the shit out of her for saying that shit about me. If you my friend. So my thing is, a friend of me is ride or die, very supportive. And somebody that's not trying to change who you are as a person, but
Mm-hmm.
try to enhance you and build you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of people like to come in my life and try to change me. Trevon, you too aggressive, and you just say what's on your mind and stuff like that. And it just sometimes it hurt people. Then I'm not the friend for you.
No.
I'm not. It's okay. It's
And it's fine.
okay. It's fine. We can walk away from this with no beef, no writing diss records. Like we'll be fine. We can walk away from this. It's fine because I'm not gonna change. I'm almost about to hit an age that I'm not changing nothing about me.
Yeah, I have recently experienced some end of friendships, and it luckily we haven't gotten like public. So I'm super, super appreciative of that.
Mm,
I don't like public facing like issues.
mm,
I rarely have an issue. Normally I'm very cut and dry.
right.
It doesn't linger in my brain for weeks. It doesn't stress me out. It's normally if it happens, boom, okay, I know how to move. So,
Right.
and I'm known to make an exit.
Right.
So we both like are going on this sort of revamping of our personal lives. And I believe in continuously evolving and growing. Why is it so important as a public persona to maintain a stable life personally?
Mm. I just think that you need to have a personal life because if you don't, it's gonna drive you insane because your personal life is gonna reflect on what you see on social media. It's gonna be you getting in a state of depression. People are like, why they got this and I ain't got that? Why I got this? It's important that you have that personal life and separate from whatever you're doing, your whether it's job or some people's social media is their job, but
Mhm.
with your job and stuff, it's important that you have that so you can be well grounded. So that stuff that happens and can stay at work and you can come home to a personal life where you can relax in your mental state.
Yes, yes, and yes. So now I want to play a game.
Okay, let's do
Let's play a round of In the Hot Seat with Eddie. It's going to be 7 sets of either or questions. You ready?
it.
First one. Friday night in or out on the town?
You know, Friday night in.
Okay. House party or club?
House party.
Read the book or listen to the audio version?
Listen to the audio.
Spit on it or lube it up?
Spit.
Musically, Anita or Sade?
Sade.
Rich friend or loyal friend?
Oh, loyal.
Okay, lastly. Somebody wants to get kinky virtually. Are you sending a new video or doing it on FaceTime?
I sent a new video.
Okay.
Because if I'm talking to you and we getting kinky, one of the times I'm laying in my bed and I'm not about to get up and arch this bag or spray my leg. Nah, I'm not doing all that. I'm not doing that. So,
it is hard to do that on FaceTime. I normally have to practice a pose.
right.
So my FaceTime is too live. Okay?
Right. It's too live. You see my steps of how I get to this position. How I got the scratch.
The money shot. You can get the money shot. Yeah.
Right.
That was harmless, right? So let's jump back into another topic. With all of the social injustices going on, what is one topic that you're most concerned about during this election season?
Obviously the one that affects me the most and my culture, that would definitely police brutality. I really think that we need to script the whole training process and start over. We need to have different ways where if we're getting stopped by police, that we have an assistant walking us through what to do over the phone. Then the police come out. You know what I'm saying? I think it need to be proper measures instead of someone getting slammed on the ground. Like, why do we have to do that? If they don't have a weapon or whatnot, why we can't talk it through? Why we can't talk it through the process? If they're escalated here, your job as a authority is to bring them down. Not bring them down with force, because you can't fight fire with fire. So I really think that it just need to be a new system. And I know to me, it seems like a lot of members of the Ku Klux Klan are white supremacists. Their goal is to be a police officer so they can do this. And I know back in the day, they used to have personality tests to see if someone might be seen racist. That shit don't work. It don't. So honestly, I think police need to be convicted just as someone else, as a civilian. At this point, like,
one thing I'm really tired of seeing, like, I literally just saw a video
get shot in front of his mom
yesterday, and it broke my heart because, just thinking about that. I'm
mama just seeing. But I want to know, did he have a weapon?
I don't. I haven't read any.
I was looking at the video and I was trying to. It's hard to kind of look at details when it's something so tragic going on. But I did see him walk up. But it's just like, y'all shot him 5 times. What happened to shot below the waist?
Right.
Come on, like it need to be some steps to this. You know.
It definitely needs to be some changes. Well, tell me, how did you feel when the president said he's done more for the Black people than any other president, with the possible exception of Lincoln?
No, I felt like when he said that, he's a joke. And I just feel like he's very delusional, and I feel like he planned this presidency as a game in his phone. Like, he just saying what need to be said. He know what's gonna trigger. I think he's just doing something for a popularity contest. Like, I feel like he's doing so because he knows it's gonna get a reaction out of people. He likes that. I don't understand that, man. And I don't understand how we allow him to get in some type of president role when he had no political background.
there's been a lot said about even the Supreme Court justice that was just like brought in. One thing that I had a problem with, like back in my hometown, was like the mediocrity of certain non-black people,
Right.
and how they get moved into positions when we have these like years and years of experience. We don't went and got the degrees, whatever.
Right.
But then
You let the person who got no experience just jump into the position.
it's just more in a higher position now. He just runs the country.
Right. Sad. It's a sad story.
It's a sad story, you know. Look, I just want to
Look,
know what the other side of this looks like. Okay.
honestly, and I'm curious, like I don't think it I honestly tell you the truth, Eddie, I think it's gonna be a race war November the 4th.
Yeah.
I think we need to stay in the house that day. Because somebody might take something out on you due to the fact of you being black, you walking down the street and just shoot you. Just because the fact that president won. Do you think Joe Biden gonna win?
You know, I have no clue because honestly, knowing Hillary was going, so I was shocked.
Right.
I have put nothing past the American people.
Right. I don't know. And you know,
I do know Georgia needs to stop playing with me and get my registration together. I'm going up there tomorrow. Because if I don't, I'm gonna have to drive home to vote.
Oh, well, I'm driving home to vote anyway.
Oh, son.
Yeah. Oh, you don't drive? Damn.
No, I don't want to.
Oh, you don't want to?
I'm tired. Okay, I'm tired.
Me vote.
But recently, we've seen a lot of issues being brought to light, and one issue that has been heavy on my heart as well is the constant killing of our trans brothers and sisters, more specifically, our black trans brothers and sisters. What do you think we as cisgender, same gender loving black men can do to show up for the trans community?
I think support them. Like I do Uber. I do Uber for like maybe 5 hours a day, just educate, whatever. And I educate some straight men on, you know, women, on transgender women. Like I educate them on that or whatnot. And I let them know like they're beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And by us being cis men, we need to make sure that we glorify them and respect them as they are women. Like don't try to shade and do, you know, it's okay to have shade and have fun. So, but if you mean it to harm and disrespect them, let's not us in a community do that, disrespect them. Let's respect them as women. Yeah. They are women in our culture, and they're women in our eyes.
And they have done so much, like for me personally, and for us as a community. So I'm really committed to like helping with community mobilization, like it's one of my gifts. So I'm committed to making room at like the table at the places I'm at, because even when they don't want my ass there, like we need more trans inclusion everywhere. So people on Facebook saying like gay this, trans that, but it's important that we get representation. And I wish that it was a more diverse representation, but I'm glad to see it. So what do you think is the most important factor of having characters in shows, music artists, politicians, and stuff like that?
What you say is most important than having characters and music and that represent us
as a community, including like, of course,
I think it's I love like and this might be off topic, kind of on topic, but my cousin, her son, like I love the fact that my cousin allowed me to be myself around her son, so he can see like it's different people, like, and she's not trying to shelter him like, oh, he don't need to see that. No, he needs to see that, because you have to think about it. Me and you got raised by a mom and a dad. That's a heterosexual relationship, correct? So why they didn't influence us to be straight? So how me being gay gonna influence someone else to be gay? You know what I'm saying?
Great point.
So That's what I'm saying. Like, and I think that type of representation need to be in the media. Transgender, they need to understand that's it. They need to understand that that's a part of life. That's a part. That's a human being.
Right.
Um, we don't want them getting 18 and they first time seeing a trans woman. Like for me, it was if I would have seen it on TV and stuff like that, I'm like, oh, okay, cool, that's the trans woman. Oh, that's a that's a trans one. I would have understood it. I was scared of trans women at first. And being gay, I was scared because I wasn't presented to that. I didn't understand that. I
Hmm.
didn't see that. So I myself was scared of trans women. So I feel like by putting it out there, not necessarily influence them to like want to be trans, but it let them know you can be whoever you are want to be and who you desire
Hmm.
to be. You know,
Exactly.
it's your spirit.
It's your spirit. I think that's really interesting because I think I was having a conversation with somebody. I can't remember who it was. Lifted moment, but we were talking about like representation, and I think I don't know what path I would have taken if I had had that like representation scene because I was way like I was the kid with the t-shirt on his head, playing with the dolls, doing all these things, and I was so infatuated with like women because women were like the backbone of like my life.
Right.
So I don't know like what would have happened if I had had that representation and known what it was to where I probably, would have been living a whole different life.
You think that you would have been trans?
I do believe it,
I
but
honestly, I thought that too. I was just like, dang, if I would have like seen it, understand it, thought it was okay, would I have been trans? I doubt it. But I just thought about that too. But yeah, I think you would have been trans. You would have been a little trans woman.
I think it's because like now I'm at a place where I've just gotten so comfortable with just because it took me so long to identify Eddie. And so by then I'd already figured out who Eddie was. And then it was like, okay, well, coming into a new identity is worth it for so many other people. But for me, I needed to work on some mental stuff.
Yeah.
And you have to have the right mentality to go
Yes. Them
like
hormone
any type
pills
of
will
life
get you
change.
together. Yeah,
And I
them hormone pills will get you together. And if you already got some things going on mentally, like it definitely can be it can go, real crazy for you for the process.
child, because
But
I already be like off my rocker. Okay. I had to we'll talk about that on a post show. But remind me to talk to you about Joe's last night.
okay.
You know one thing we haven't talked about?
What?
Love. And I'm pretty sure there will be some people thirsting after this melanin, honey, because it always happens in my inbox. Like, who was that? I tagged them in the post. Like,
Right. Go find
you
them.
go find. So where are you with that love thing? We kind of breezed over the phone.
I'm a Sagittarius. A lot of people like to say Sagittarius don't know what they want. I can agree to that. I do want to be married. I
Okay.
do want to have adopt a kid. I actually want to foster kids.
Okay.
Um, but right now in my life, I'm open back up to dating. Now I go through periods. You got to catch me in my period. Just like when a girl have period, you got to catch me through that phase and get me while I'm there to start dating. So right now, within these 2 weeks, I'm
This is where
open.
you are.
I'm open to dating. You know, but other than that, I'm all about my bag. And if you're a man that can't contribute to my success and I can't contribute to your success, being in a relationship is a business. I don't care what nobody say.
Exactly.
It's a business. Y'all should be two men together. Y'all should be making bank. Like y'all should be like really feeding off each other, building on. Like it's so much money out here in the world. Like, and if you're not on that mindset,
It's just not for you.
it's not for me.
I,
Goodbye.
I totally get it because I'm about the ambition as well. Like, you
Yeah.
have to have some type of level of goal getting and have to be active in that goal.
Active. Yep.
Okay. I'm me and the potential folks, I ain't building nobody else up. But then to leave me like Bernadine.
Right.
So what about communication? Like, where do you think we go wrong with communicating those wants, needs, and desires?
I think we go wrong is overall just the fact of communicating, effective communicating, and effective listening.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think communicating and listening, that ties really into each other. And I think a lot of times we want to, have this preconceived notion in our head about something instead of the boy over here telling you exactly how he really is and what he about. And you being hypnotized. So I think listening is the most important part, and I think we be missing. We're not listening, and we're not paying attention to the signs.
So talk to me more about actively listening. What does that entail?
Okay, so actively listening is letting you speak, and I'm not thinking in my head of what I'm going to say. Like, I'm actively listening to you. I'm asking you about what you said, not responding what I want to say to that. I'm like, so do you mean that blase blase this? Oh, so you mean like that? Okay. Well, this is my, you know what I'm saying? That's actively listening. Now you about to butt into the conversation before because you ready to say something. You're not listening to me. If you do anything like this, but hold up, I know you're not listening to me. So that's what that entails. Being quiet, sit down, listen. Sometimes you ain't gotta say shit.
No. One thing that I've gotten comfortable with through my technical assistance work is appreciating silence. Because at that moment, people, if they, let's say, for instance, they feel guilty about something, that guilt is going to eat them alive.
Eat them alive.
And next thing you know, your whole time.
Right. Tell it everything.
I'll just work shit and be like, how can I apply this to my personal life? Because I think that is important, active listening. Because for me, I'm going to always communicate. And it's sometimes over communicate, but I think people don't always listen. So for me, I'll be like, okay.
Right.
And in a different way.
Uh-huh.
I get tired of that.
Right.
Just my nerves. So another thing I definitely forgot to ask you about is body positivity. Why is it considered, like, for us, is on the thick side, that we're brave or bold?
You ain't thick.
Like, why is it like such a thing to say like stuff like that?
Say it again.
Like, why is it such a thing for people to say you're brave or bold, or why can't it just be, oh, that's hot,
Right. I don't know. I think honestly, I appreciate me as being a body positive person. And when I'm saying it, I'm not physically saying I'm positive about the body, but by me showing and displaying my body and showing my chest every second I can, you building the norm. Like, so, and for people to be like, you bold and stuff like that, that's all part of the rotation. It's gonna stop. We just got to keep doing it. We got to keep showing them. We got to keep doing that. Just like even with being gay. Now it's like gay has been approved slightly. Now trans has to be approved. It's all part of rotation. Like, and it's gonna happen. That's why I don't care about showing my ass on the ground. I want to show y'all body because if it was a skinny boy, people like, oh, that's hot. But for me, it's like, oh, you doing too much, whatever, you showing too much, or whatever. You need to put that down. My thickness make people, very intimidated, get tense when they see that body.
Yeah, come to run the proud.
Right.
I feel like grass behind your proud. I'm like,
right. She high.
That is awesome, because I believe that a lot of times our image is suppressed because we don't get featured in like a lot of even on some of the content creators on like OnlyFans. And it's more difficult when you're navigating conversation, because I'm always the comic relief. Like, what's her, Kelly on Insecure? Like, people don't want to get to know anything outside of what they see. And it's like,
right.
Don't forget, this thick
Right.
is multidimensional.
Right.
I can give you, you know, a little sex appeal, a little
Right.
fish, Holy Ghost fish,
Period. You
all
got
of your.
to be be who you are, love yourself, and show people that you love yourself. You don't know, when I do stuff like that, I get so many people in my comment. I appreciate you doing this. Like, I appreciate you showing your body and just making it, and stuff like that makes me feel good. And you could be some healing for someone else.
I love it. This is
So,
exactly why I had to have you on the show. So, do you have
period.
plans for Halloween? What are you dressing up as?
Girl, I don't do no drug. I never can successfully do Halloween.
What?
Like, cause I'm just like, I want to be sexy, but I was just like, it's cold. Like, I'm thinking about Tarzan, like getting some
Okay.
fabric and being Tarzan, cause my hair is a little bit long, so I was gonna buff it all out and be Tarzan. But I don't know. I don't have no idea. I'm not creative when it comes down to Halloween.
Halloween.
I sweat, so I don't want no makeup on me. Like, I don't just it's, and I don't like a lot of clothes. You see, it's cold and I got a tank top on. I just don't like clothes. So
I turtlenecks. Really, I got on some booty shorts under there.
period.
Mixing seasons like
Right. Okay. No, but what you gonna be?
I'm gonna be Poison Ivy. So
Oh, that's gonna be cute. I love. Oh, you did the one makeup with the pink hair.
oh my gosh.
Killed it.
Shout out to Egypt. Like
Bitch,
she
I thought you
transformed.
did it.
Oh baby, no.
Damn, that was
Boy makeup.
right. No, that was beat. Like, I was just like, okay, bitch, why you?
I'm gonna learn though, because I think I'm gonna do the drag thing.
Yeah, you should. You should. It's your new aesthetic. Claim it, and it's money.
There is money to be made.
Right.
Because I can get in these pageants, and you know,
You can.
work this question and answer. Y'all think y'all watching Miss America.
Right.
So for those that are interested in following you, where can they find you?
Okay, so y'all can find me on just about anything you can think of. It's always gonna be Busclown. BUS then CLOWN. Also, music, Apple Cloud, Apple Cloud, um, iCloud, Apple Music. You can find me Busclown, SoundCloud. I got a couple of tracks on there. I am gonna be dropping a project in December. So I'm excited about that. So y'all can be on the lookout for that. But please go to the Instagram and just follow me there. And all I ask for you to do is just hear me out. That means just listen to my music, view my video. I ain't asking you to buy nothing yet. But after this project drop, I'm gonna be requesting because I'm giving some hot shit.
Yes, I'm ready for merch. Okay, I need a shirt. I need a mask. I need some earrings.
Right. Right.
Do you have any final words for the viewers?
No, I just want to tell you thank you for interviewing me. I've been wanting to do this, sit down and talk to you for a minute. Because I saw your platform and I just appreciate for you just having this platform for anybody to just express who they are and what they're doing. Because all we want to do is be heard. That's all. We don't want nothing else. We just want y'all to know that we working, we doing stuff, and just have y'all support us. That's it.
I love it. So,
All right.
Bless, this has been such a great conversation with you tonight. I'm so glad the viewers got to hear from you. Everybody, make sure you go follow us now. Subscribe.
Yes,
follow.
YouTube, subscribe, follow. Yes, please.
All of that, y'all. So, but she's going to stay around for about 2 more minutes because we have an after show.
Right.
Talk to you in a second.
Okay.
And I want to thank all of you that tuned in tonight. I really hope you're taking care of yourselves and showing love when you need it and not being afraid to reach out for help if you also need it. You got folks like me just eager to spread some love and light. I practically shit glitter, okay? Don't forget to follow me on all of my social media handles, Eddie W Live, and subscribe to Ed Wiley 06 on YouTube. Go do that now. I love y'all for real. Ciao.